Hello, this is Algebra C, page 6 notes, questions 37 through 40. This will be the rest of your packet. Something to note is this is the square root function. The square root function typically looks like a dot on the x-axis, and then it will swirl out a bit and stay pretty steady there. So in order to determine where the point should go on the x-axis, you should set the inside, x plus 1, equal to 0, and solve for what x would be. Subtract 1, x equals -1. So that means we have a point at -1. And if we want to put another point on the graph, I would pick a number that's going to give us a perfect square. So if I plug in 3 for x, I would have 3 plus 1 is 4, and the square root of 4 we know is 2. So then when x is 3, y is 2. The next perfect square would be 9. So if I plug in 8, which I can't fit on the graph, we would get the square root of 9 is 3. So over here we have 6, 7, 8. It'd be off toward this side, just to give you an idea of how it's going to swirl up and out, just like that. Question 38, we're going to solve for x. In order to do that, we want to get x by itself. So we're going to add 10 to both sides. The square root of x equals 2 plus 10 is 12. In order to get rid of a square root, we can square it. So we're going to take this square both sides. This will cancel out the square root. X will equal 12 times 12, which is 144. Same thing for question 39. We want to get x by itself, so we're going to subtract 20 from both sides. Square root of x equals 40 minus 20, which is 20. To get rid of square root, we do the opposite by squaring. So we'll cancel out that. X will be left. 20 times 20 is 400. And your last question, this is going to test those skills we were working on with factoring. We want to factor each section. So for the first section here, we have to think, what are the factors of 15? The ones that immediately come to my mind are 3 and 5. So we're going to do x plus 3, x plus 5. And if I were to double check this, I would get 3x plus 5x in the middle, which would give me the 8x. X minus 7, you don't have to factor at all. It's already ready to go. Factoring this top here, what are the factors of 21? 3 and 7 should come to your mind. They both have a minus sign, so one will be negative, one will be positive. The bigger number has to be the minus sign because of the minus sign in the middle. If we double check this, minus 7x plus 3x will give you the negative 4x. And the bottom, what are the factors of 10? 2 and 5. Be what works. 2x plus 5x is 7x. Now, in order to multiply, we're able to cross cancel. So if I see something diagonally that's the same from the top and bottom, those will cancel out, and these will cancel out. So I'm able to mark off this x plus 5 cancels out with this x plus 5. This x minus 7 crosses off with this x minus 7. And I'm left with x plus 3 times x plus 3 all over x plus 2. And that would be your answer. That's all for Algebra C review. Good luck on your tests.